So I don't smoke often. I have a couple of times here and there, but it's never like been something that I do a lot. I'm really bad at being high. I'm really bad at smoking. Like I get caught in mouth really bad, and my anxiety goes through the roof. Like I've never really like smoked and like had a good time. So I'm not really sure why I decided to do it the first time. And if you're gonna do it in like a safe environment. I didn't do it in a safe environment. I was on the school bus, and this is like right when Juuls got super popular. I don't know if I don't really know if they're even still around. I might find a picture and put it on the screen. But it was basically, it looked like a square cigarette, and it had this little like pod thing that you put in it and you could hit it. And that's how you'd smoke. And I had one. I got one, and I would fill it up with syrup and shit because I was like, oh, I don't want to smoke nicotine, but I want to look cool. So I would genuinely, this is a real story. I would take the pod apart and I would fill it with syrup, like for pancakes, and it would burn the fuck out of your throat. It was not good in any way. It was probably even worse for you than the actual nicotine, so I would not recommend doing that. It tasted horrible too. But I was doing that, and I was on the bus ride to school, and my friends were passing around this vape and a pen, and I was like, what's in the pen? They're like, dabs. And I was like, shit, I want to get high. I want to try this. Mind you, we're on the school bus on the way to school, not heading home from school. On the way to school early in the morning. And I remember I tried to, it was messed up. So I tried to hit it and it wouldn't hit. And then I had to have them hold like the actual cartridge to hit it and hold the button. And then I would hit it. And I think I hit it twice. I got 2 real hits, like deep inhale hits, hold the smoke in. The first one didn't really hit. I hit it like 3 times, but it didn't work the first time. And all of a sudden, like, I throw all my stuff in my bag, right? I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I want to make sure I've got everything, right? Unplug my phone from the portable charger because my old phone was dog doo-doo and it would die super fast. So I had a portable charger that I would keep it plugged into. And I'm throwing everything in my bag so nothing's out. And when it hits me, I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. Literally laughing at everything. I remember my buddy Gavin was sitting behind me. He was like, dude, what are you laughing at? I was like, I have no idea. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help but laugh at just nothing. And I laughed like that for probably what felt like forever. And then all of a sudden I get this wave of anxiety. And I start to panic. And I'm kind of like in the back of my friend group. I'm sitting in the very like back, so nobody else can see me. And all of a sudden I'm just full panic. Like nothing is right with the world. I'm freaking out over everything. Nothing's calming me down. I'm trying to like console myself. And I'm like, I come up to my friend and I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, dude, I need to call my mom. And they're like, what do you mean you need to call your mom, dude? I was like, I need to call my mom. I think I'm dying. They're like, dude, you're fine. You're fine. You're having, I think he said a bad trip. No, that ain't right. A bad trip is like, I don't know. I'm going to say bad trip. He's probably not what he said. He probably said you're fine or something. But I'm freaking out and he's trying to calm me down. He's like, you're fine. You're fine. Stop tweaking, bro. I'm like, no, I am tweaking the fuck out. I need to go. I need to call my mom to come pick me up. He's like, no. Just calm down. It's probably because we're on the bus right now. Just wait till we get off the bus, and if you still don't feel alright, then you can call your mom. So I took his word for it, and we step off the bus, and I forget where my class is. I'm like super out of it. Everything looks funny. Nothing's going right. So there was a girl on the bus that was in my same first period, so my friend found out where my class was, and he's like, all right, I'm going to take you to class. So he basically drugged me to class because I'm like not walking. I'm like looking at everything because I remember saying this to my friends. I don't really remember exactly what it looked like, but I remember telling my friend that it looked like there was outlines everything had an outline. Like when you draw a picture with your pencil and color it in, but it's still got the pencil marks and everything. It looks like that. So everything's like has a black outline. And he's like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Just come to class and sit down. They gave me a water bottle too. They're like, here, you can have mine for the day. So we get to class, or we get to my class. This isn't even his class. He doesn't even know his teacher. And he tells the teacher, he's like, hey, miss, he doesn't feel good. He might have to go home. I think he's sick. Which, low-key, W move. Hey, I think he's sick. He might have to call his mom. And I looked sick. I looked like I was crazy. So I sat down in my regular seat, and I remember I just sat there for a really long time, just still. It probably looked really sus. I don't know. But I realized that my water bottle was like moving, and like, I don't even know how to explain this. It just looked like the water bottle was moving. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm ready to go home. I'm going home. So I grab all my stuff and I walk out, and the teacher's like, you still don't feel good? I was like, I don't even think I said anything. Actually, I think she was like, are you going to call your mom to go home? And I just nodded my head yes, and then walked to the office. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, what did I say to her? I was like, Mom, I smoked. I need you to come get me. She's like, what do you mean you smoked? Well, actually, she was like, I don't even know if I think she was like, hold on, let me call your dad. I was like, Mom, I need you to come get me a smoke. She's like, let me call your dad. So she hangs up with me, and now I'm in full panic. I done snitched on myself, and I'm flipping out. So she calls me back. She's like, I can't even come get you because I'm at work right now. Your dad's at work, so I'm going to send my friend to come get you. So my mom's friend picks me up, and I go home, and she drops me off at the house, and it's just me at home. My siblings are in school, and my parents are in work, and the anticipation of my parents coming home and yelling at me is driving me mad. And my dad is super strict, so I already knew I was getting in trouble. Like, for sure, I was about to get in big trouble. My dad made me, before I even got home, I think, or right when I got home, maybe right when I got dropped off, he calls me, he's like, start pulling leaves out of the fence. And for context, we had a chain link fence, and I lived in the woods, so there was basically the woods, a chain link fence, and my house, but the woods came all the way up to the chain link fence, and the vines would grow through it, like a lot of stuff, like not just like a couple leaves here and there. Like, this fence was basically engulfed in vines, and my dad wanted me to start clearing it out so you could see the fence. So I started doing that, and my dad came home early, dude. He left work. He didn't have enough time to pick me up, but he left work, come home, and then grounded me and made me pick leaves from the fence for hours. I'm pretty sure for like a month. It was pretty bad.
Don't let anyone tell you what you should do. I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose.